Throughout history, people have fasted for many reasons. But what if the greatest purpose was never about food, but about drawing closer to God? To everyone else, it was simply another morning. But within one faithful heart, a silent question had already begun. He had everything a man could ask for, yet something inside him remained empty.
Many believed fasting was simply about giving up food, but the scriptures revealed something far deeper.
The answer he had been searching for was not hidden in tradition, but in the true purpose of fasting itself.
True fasting was never meant to change God. It was meant to change the human heart.
A hungry body may humble a person, but only a surrendered heart can truly draw near to God. A heart that learns to love has already begun to understand the purpose of fasting. If your body hungers, but your heart remains unchanged, then you have missed the purpose of fasting. Then, how should a man truly fast? Begin by emptying your heart before you empty your stomach, because God sees what people never can. God looks at your heart before he looks at your hunger.
For the first time, he understood that true fasting begins within. Then my heart must change before my habits do. The first sign of true fasting is not an empty stomach, but a transformed life.
Your fast has truly begun.
That day, he stopped trying to impress God and finally began walking with him.
Fasting without mercy is only hunger.
True fasting was never measured by sacrifice, but by the compassion it awakened.
When love grows, God is already near.
From that day forward, fasting was no longer a ritual. It became a relationship.
God remembers every act of love, even the ones no one else sees.
The greatest fast was never about losing a meal. It was about finding a new heart. Biblical fasting is not performance. It is a quiet return to God with the whole heart. God, reveal what still controls my heart and teach me to surrender it. In the silence, fasting revealed what comfort had kept hidden within his heart. What I give up today must become mercy for someone else. His hunger became compassion, and his fast became an act of love. By surrendering comfort and choosing mercy, his hunger turned his heart away from self and toward God.
Do not make your hunger a performance. Let God alone see the surrender.
True devotion is rarely seen by crowds, but it is always seen by God. Centuries later, the same truth would be spoken again by Jesus himself. Generations passed, but the question remained the same.
Ancient believers understood one truth. Fasting was never meant to change God. It was meant to change the human heart.
The deepest fast is not seen on the outside. It is revealed by the way we love others. Now I understand. Fasting begins with surrender, not sacrifice.
Now, go live what you've learned.
I will no longer fast to be seen, only to be closer to God. His body had gone without food, but his soul had found something far greater. The greatest reward of fasting was never an empty table, but a heart finally filled with peace. From this day forward, my heart belongs to God before anything else. The greatest victory of fasting is not over hunger, but over the heart. He no longer fasted to be noticed. He fasted because he had finally learned to trust God.
Never let your fasting end. Let it become the way you live.
His fast had ended, but his new life had only just begun. My fast ends today, but my surrender will remain forever.
Fasting was never the destination. It was the path that led his heart back to God.
I once fasted to change my life. Now I fast because God changed my heart. Perhaps the greatest miracle of fasting is not changing our circumstances, but changing us. I no longer fast to seek God's attention. I fast because I already have His love. True fasting was never about losing something, but about discovering what truly matters. And perhaps the greatest fast is simply a heart that chooses God every single day. Perhaps the greatest fast is the one that no one sees except God.
History remembers kingdoms. God remembers hearts. Until the next story,